Russian forces are intensifying pressure on Ukrainian defenses in the Kharkiv region, with reports indicating significant personnel shortage within Ukrainian brigades. The 57th Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade in Kharkiv is struggling with a lack of soldiers, a situation so severe that the command has been forced to reassign air defense and artillery specialists to infantry attack roles. This reassignment of specialized personnel highlights the critical strain on Ukrainian manpower after months of intense combat without adequate troop rotation. The pressure is shown in other ways, with the surrender of 3 militants after a prolonged stalemate being cited as a further symptoms of the difficulties faced by defending units. On the opposite side, Russian President Vladimir Putin has stated that the creation of a security buffer zone is progressing well, a strategic objective for Moscow. Russian forces have also reportedly captured 2/3 of the strategic eastern hub of Kupyansk, a key logistic and transportation center, marking a substantial strategic gain if confirmed. The potential fall of Vovchansk is also seen as imminent, which would enable further Russian advances into the region and exacerbate the challenges for Ukrainian military planners trying to stabilize the front line. The Russian military is reporting sweeping gains across multiple fronts, claiming simultaneous advances on 6 axes from Kharkiv to Donetsk and Zaporizhia. The Zapad and Sense battle groups have been credited with capturing settlements including Borovskaya, Andreyevka, and Moskovskoye, and pushing into the eastern district of Dmitrov, representing a significant tactical push. Russian forces are continuing offensive operations within residential areas, a tactic that intensifies pressure on Ukrainian defensive positions and increases the risk to civilian populations. The Russian Defense Ministry has also made broad claims about inflicting heavy casualties on Ukrainian forces, stating that over 1,500 Ukrainian troops were killed in recent clashes and that dozens of Western supplied vehicles were destroyed. These figures, however, remain unverified by independent sources. Moscow also reported intercepting HIMARS rockets, a Neptune missile, and 72 drones. The scales and assertive tone of these reports appear designed to project an image of Russian military dominance and intensify psychological pressure not only on Kyiv, but also on its Western allies who are grappling with the sustainability of their support. Amid the escalating ground conflict, a significant geopolitical development has emerged from Washington, potentially altering the strategic calculus of the war. The United States has unveiled a powerful new mobile missile launcher, the Extreme Multi-Mission Autonomous Vehicle XMAV, which is capable of firing Tomahawk cruise missiles with pinpoint precision. President Donald Trump has declared he is ready to send Tomahawks to Ukraine, a move that has dramatically escalated tensions with Moscow. This announcement followed a very productive call between Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who has argued that such long-range missiles could force Russia to the negotiating table by threatening its strategic depth. Experts warn that the weapon's 2,500-kilometer range would put high-value targets in Moscow's and St. Petersburg within Ukraine's reach, representing a qualitative shift in Kyiv's strike capabilities. The potential provision of these missiles has become a central point of discussion as President Zelensky prepares to visit Washington for a meeting with President Trump, focusing on defense aid and the path forward in the conflict. The Kremlin has reacted with fierce rhetoric to the possibility of the United States providing Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, denouncing it as a serious escalation. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov stated that the potential provision is causing extreme concern and described the missile as a serious weapon, though he also claimed it would not change the battlefield situation. This downplaying of the missile's impact is part of a broader reflexive control campaign Russia has used in the past to deter Western arms shipment, having previously and unsuccessfully attempted to convince the US not to send F-16 fighter jets and ATACMS missiles. The warning from Moscow have been stark, with former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev hinting at possible nuclear retaliation and stating such a move could end badly for Trump. Close Kremlin ally Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko echoed these grave concerns, warning that supplying the missiles could escalate the conflict into a nuclear war and stressing that Russia has already deployed tactical nuclear arms near Belarus and the border with Ukraine. This dangerous new phase underscored the high stakes as the United States considered deepening its direct military support for Ukraine. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you have unlocked the truth. I want to ask you a quick question though. Considering the report reassignment of Ukrainian air defense and artillery specialists to attack role due to personnel shortage, and Russia's claim advances in strategic areas like Kupyansk and Vovchansk, what do you believe is the most significant long-term consequence for Ukraine's defense capabilities and its ability to hold key territories? Join the debate. We want to hear your insightful opinion on where this is all heading in our community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.